Hello everyone, welcome to my other video, and in this video I'll teach you the basic knowledge of AngularJS. So before starting you should have the basic knowledge of JavaScript and HTML and CSS. So I'm starting, and I have already created a folder inside desktop, and inside that folder I'm creating a HTML file and naming it as AngularJS. Always start your HTML as doctype HTML, and then HTML start and close the HTML tag, and then write body tag. You may also declare your head tag and also the title. So I am skipping that. After the HTML tag I am writing the script tag. Okay, so then I have to call the script source. So inside script I have to call the source. So go to your web browser and go to angularjs.org. So you can download also the zip file. I am copying the link. So copy the link and paste it into source destination. So after pasting, go to your body tag and just write div ng dash app and equals to double quotation, and here ng means the angular, the prefix term is angular, that is ng. Okay, so after div tag write input something, and that will be displayed as input something, and then name, and you have to enter here, and the input type is text. The ng model is name, and the placeholder is enter name here. Okay, so uh, I'm going to create something like you have to write a name inside your input box, and that will be displayed after the hello part and before the welcome. Okay, now save it and uh, open that file. So now, okay, so you can see that whatever you write inside the box, it will be displayed after hello and before welcome. So, and it is dynamic. So here it was my lesson 1, and after that I'm going to show you the AngularJS expression, like I'm naming it as my expression, and you can see that 1 plus 1, and that is written between the second bracket, 2 second brackets. Okay, so the result is 2. Okay, so now inside body tag I'm declaring a paragraph tag. So here change the color. Okay, then div tag and ng app, and here you should know that ng init that initialize the variables of AngularJS. Declaring a variable as my call and assigning it to light blue, and after the div tag, inside div tag, that is input style background color to my call, and I have already assigned the color, that is light blue, and ng model is my call, and the value is my call. Okay, so save that. Just zoom. So whatever you write your code, that is your background color code, and you can see if you type red, the input box, the color of input box goes to red. Okay, so now it is done, and delete the things. Okay, it will not be needed. So I'm now declaring a variable, that is first name, and assigning John into it, and last name as Doe. and after that I'm declaring a paragraph. The full name is, and again the second bracket, inside second bracket the first name plus space. Okay, I made some mistake. Okay, first remove that. Okay, so now you can see the name, and it is the rules of concatenation of two variables in AngularJS. Okay, now is I'm going to show you the Angular controller, and the second bracket, the first name, last name as usual, and after the div tag, I'm declaring the script tag. You can also write script tag here, and better practice if you declaring any libraries of JavaScript, just declare it inside your head tag or after HTML tag. So inside script tag, write var app and angular.module my app, third bracket, close. Okay, so now after that app.controller, and inside it my ctrl, that is I have declared on div tag, and after that the function, the parameters is scope, and inside the function I'm declaring the scope dot first name is John and the scope dot last name is Doe. So now it's done. Okay, now save it and go to your browser, refresh the browser so you can see the name here. Okay, so now delete these things. Okay, these also. So little much interesting thing. So div ng-app, and it was declared earlier this my app, and also a test div. And after the div tag, just write script tag and the variable app and angular.module, and again the my app, it was also declared the previous code, and then the app.directive, and inside it test div uh, and function, and in the return just write template, and I have created AngularJS template. Okay, so now save that. Okay, some errors is there, still the errors. Okay, now write the things as test dash div, and the first letter of the second word should be in capital letter. Okay, so now you can see this printed here. So okay, now again I'm going to ng controller. Okay, first name, and that is the concatenation of first name plus last name, and I'm going to create here two new JavaScript file. Okay, so var app equals to angular.module, and inside it my app, and again to start brackets and saving it, and also creating another JavaScript file, that is myctl.js, and another was myapp.js, and inside it app.controller and myctl, and okay, I forgot to give the quotations. Okay, and then functions, and the scope is the parameters, and inside the function just write scope dot first name, and just assign your first name here. I'm naming it as John, and after that your last name. Okay, and then save it and go to your main page and just declare the source here, and the first JS file was myapp.js, and the second was myctl.js. So refresh the page. Okay, and okay, I forgot to give the letter T. So now everything is fine. So you can see the name was printed. Okay, now delete these things and start a new project. Okay, so I'm commenting this, that is directive. So now the lesson is for the directive in AngularJS. So inside the div tag write data dash ng dash app, and keep it as it is, and the data ng dash init, and just declare a variables here. I'm declaring it as quantity and the price, and then inside the div tag just declaring that a name here, that is h2, and inside it calculator, and after that quantity, and then the input type number. Okay, so here you have to give a quantity and price, and ng model as quantity and ng model as price for the price respectively. Okay, so now close open your paragraph tag, and calculate the total amount that will be multiplied with the price and quantity. So you can see, and the arrow is for the number. So if you okay, So now we can see the changes here. If you keep the quantity as 50 and price as 5, the total amount is 250. Okay, so now the thing I'm going to show you is email ID verification in using AngularJS. So after the body tag, inside the body tag you need to write the form tag. So here the form tag and the ng app, and the name is my form, that is always needed, and then the email as your label, and after that email the input type, that is email, and the name is I'm giving as my address. Always use the camel case while writing your codes, and the ng model is text because the email ID is always text, and after that span uh, the ng show, because if the errors will be there, it will be spanned and it will be showed as not a valid email address. Okay, so now save it. Just write your email ID inside the tag. So you can see if I only write at AD, it was showing that it is not a valid email address. And okay, so now it is complete. So now I'm going to show you the FTP server request. Okay, so for FTP server request you should have a server, and I haven't any server, so I have to create a server inside my computer, that is localhost. Let me first start the exam and then start the local server here. Okay, so exam has been opened. Let's start all the servers, and okay, now create a text here, and I'm naming it as index because index is the default keyword for localhosts, and printing is as hello everyone. Okay, so if I type localhost here, you can see that hello everyone is showing here. So now go to your main page, that is angular.html I have given earlier, and inside the body tag start writing your code, and start writing your div tag here, that is ng app, and my app ng controller as myctl, and just write something like welcome in paragraph tag, and then your AngularJS variable, this is my welcome that I'm going to create later. Okay, so close the div tag and start your script tag. Okay, so inside script tag just write declare a variable, that is the app, and write those old things like angular.module and those my app and those third brackets. Okay, so app.controller equals to sorry okay, just start writing and pass the my ctl and then function. So inside function uh, start declare your parameter here. So here two parameters are needed, that is scope and http, and inside the function tag, that is http server request, and you can see okay, just copy the whole things. The localhost, actually it is localhost /index.html. copy and paste the whole things here and write HTTP get and then your server name and dot then and just write function and in bracket write response, and response is your parameter, and inside the function just write scope dot my welcome, and my welcome is your variable. So you can see the hello everyone has been printed here and my welcome and response dot data. Okay, so now I'm going to show you another tutorial, that is button test, and these things will be not longer needed. Okay, and declare here your button and ng disabled, and that is switch, and the click me will be written there inside button. Okay, so close the paragraph tag and start input tag here, and input type will be checkbox and ng app sorry ng model, and it is will be switch because you have declared ng disabled as switch. Okay, and then the button close. Okay, now inside the paragraph tag just write switch in AngularJS variable style. Now refresh the page so you can see that click me is disabled and the false is printed here whenever you click on the button, you check on the button. So now the other thing is finished here. Now I'm going to show you. Okay, inside body tag, that is div ng app function, and then click me. Okay, I have to declare it inside the div tag. Okay, so first declare the div tag here, that is ng app and my app and my controller, ng controller as my ctrl, and the abbreviation is my controller, and the button as ng click, and call a function here that is fun, and just write inside your button that is click me. So after that button tag, just write div tag here, and that is ng show, and declare it as show, and after the div tag inside it declare menu, and type three things here, that is so now inside the script tag start writing your code, JavaScript code, and that is var app angular.module, and those same things, that is my app and the third brackets, and then the app.controller, that is myctrl, and then function, the function by parameters is scope, and then the scope.show equals to false, and then scope.func, and the function is declared before, and the function assign it to. Okay, so the scope.show is not equals to the show scope.show. Okay, so now everything is complete. So now save it and go to your browser. So whenever you click on the click me, so you can see the menu is opened. So you can create a dynamic web page using this AngularJS also. That is the beauty of AngularJS, and you have to keep. Okay, you can keep on the same pages and just change the elements into the web page. And now I'm going to create a new page, that is new1.html, and going to uh, display some lines. That is it is my first page. And okay, so inside body tag, just declare paragraph tag, and just write this is my first page. Okay, now copy the whole thing. Okay, and create a new HTML file, that is new to HTML, and paste it inside it and change it to this my same page. Okay, so now go back to your main page, that is angular.html. So before that, just go to angular route and copy and paste that library inside the script source. So okay, okay, so don't copy it, just copy the first source file and then just write the angular dash route.js. Okay, so after the script tag, start writing your code, and start the body tag, and inside the body tag ng app, and that is my app, and paragraph tag, and then the hypertext link tag, that is ahref, and first the hypertext link tag is main, and then the new one, that HTML, and it will be showed as first, and then copy and paste that, and that is new to HTML, and it will be displayed as second. So now start div tag, and there's ng view. Okay, so inside script tag, start writing the code, JavaScript code, that is var app and equals to angular.module, those same of lines, uh, and okay, here you have to declare ng route. Okay, so after that, write app.config function route provider, and here you have to declare the object that is route provider dot when, and inside it just okay, just do these things because it will be needed later. Okay, so between inside when, just write slash, and then the template URL, that is the angular.html, that is the main page, and then the dot when, and copy and paste that, and just change the slash into new one and new two, and change these things into new one and new two, and save that. Before saving, close that. Okay, so now you can see, if we click on the first, the first link, so in this way you can perform some basics of AngularJS library. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. So for more video, keep subscribing.